Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Dory. I'm 47 years old. I am 5'4" tall. And on September 12th of 2016, I had a weight loss surgery called vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I had that done in Hartford, Connecticut with Dr. Darren Tischler. My highest recorded weight was 350 pounds. The day of surgery, my weight was 300.5, and I'm in the 160s. I am between 164 and 165 every day. And I'm happy to say that I did not gain during the holiday. As I had said previous, the food that we have during Thanksgiving isn't really just not my naughty food. I don't know how else to say it, but there's certain foods that I eat them and I feel naughty and I say, oh, I'm totally going to have a gain for this. But Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that is not my naughty food. I did have some beverages. I had some coquito, which is Spanish eggnog that is has rum in it. So I did have that. I had some wine. Did I have wine? Maybe I didn't have wine. Maybe the coquito is the only thing I had. But what I did have is I had a piece of pumpkin cheesecake from Costco, a piece of apple pie. But even that, I was not like a few bites and I was done. It just was not, it's just not my thing. Now, if I am having a craving and, I have this huge piece of pie or chocolate or something in front of me, then I'm going to totally inhale it. But it just wasn't the case and I'll take it. So if you guys have been on Instagram and seeing my Insta stories, you know that I am tired. So the kids had vacation for the holiday for Thanksgiving break. And they started a week ago today. They started. So they had last Wednesday through Sunday off, and that's all 5 of the kids. And then they were supposed to go back on Monday. We ended up getting a storm, which I knew would be a snow day. That turned into a snow day. They were home Monday. And then on Tuesday, which was yesterday, overnight we were supposed to get an additional 2 inches, but we live in, Western Massachusetts, so it's not like it's that's a huge deal to us. But what I guess the meteorologist did not know was that that 2 inches was going to turn into an additional 8. And so we got about 18 to 20 inches total between the 2 days. It started Sunday and it went through to Tuesday, which means that yesterday was an additional snow day, which translates to 7 days in a row. All 5 kids, cabin fever has set in. And so for the next, I don't even know how long, I do not want to hear I'm bored, find us something to do. Can I have another snack? I don't even want to hear it. This mama is so over it. So with that being said, today I was so excited to have the day off, and I really didn't even have anything to do. I just want to stay home and clean and kick my feet up and enjoy my tree and just do nothing. One, because I don't have money until we get paid tomorrow, but it just was, that's just what I had arranged to do. And then tomorrow I arranged to give blood platelets. I used to do it a long time ago. I would give blood platelets every 2 weeks. It's about a 2.5 hour procedure. At the time, I was still overweight and everything, and I needed to do a single needle because the veins in both my arms were not great. And so basically, they would, lay me down in a chair. I'd have on these headphones. I'd be able to watch a movie. They ask you what movie you want. And then they would take the blood out of this arm, siphon out the platelets and put it back. When you're a double needle, then it just goes into the machine and then it goes right back into the arm. But now, because I just realized on Monday that this Friday the kids are off again. So tomorrow, when I was going to dedicate my whole day to giving blood platelets after dropping the kids off and going to the USO real quick, since I will not be able to do my errands on Friday, I now have had to switch everything else. So I'm going to call the Red Cross shortly to reschedule my appointment for next week. But that is something that I want to do, and I'm also going to ask them how often I can. I know I can do the platelets every 2 weeks, and I think I can give whole blood every 8 weeks. That's what I used to do. I want to see how often I can do it if I did it together. So if I did once a month my blood platelets and then once a month whole blood, or once every 2 months whole blood, I'm going to see if that's possible. So in any event. And so, yeah, so, and then today was, as I said, supposed to be a lounging back day. And my husband had to take the day off because we woke up and our refrigerator is broken, which means that all of our food from the refrigerator is outside in the snow on the deck in bags, in insulated bags. And I had just did a whole big meal prep yesterday and a couple days prior. And so we can't let that go bad. And of course we have eggs and cheese and bacon and all the good stuff. And so we had to throw that out on the deck. And luckily we have a huge freezer in our basement, so we removed all the food and everything from the freezer here. There is a serviceman coming out tomorrow. It's $100 for him to come out, and luckily the refrigerator parts should still be on warranty. But in any event, it's kind of another damper in the day because now hubby is home, and so I'm not doing my own things, and then he's here, and I love my husband and I love him being here. But I did have a plan. So I will say that tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go to Trader Joe's and do a small food haul. There are some things that I need there. I'm not sure how much the refrigerator is going to cost, and so I can't really just go and splurge and do some more Christmas shopping until I know that I have the money to pay him. But I will say that for the first time, I feel like I gotta sing from Frozen. For the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be song. Anyways, for the first time in my life, I have finished Christmas shopping, with the exception of the gift cards, which I'm going to purchase next week and fill up the stockings. I should show you guys the stockings. This is what, okay, so sorry if I'm making you guys sick. So this is our tree, and then the fish tank you see all the time, and then there are all of our stockings. Oops. So we have everyone from it's dad, mom, Daniel, which is my son who's 28, his wife January. They're having a baby. Then next after that is my daughter Sarah and her boyfriend Ryan. Then there's Emily, Isabella, Mariah, Ethan, Victoria, and the last one is Grandma, which is my mom. Let me place you guys back. And in the kitchen, which I'm not going to take you guys for because I'll make you dizzy as I'm walking, but I have all the animal stockings. So there are 7. So there's our 3 cats, 2 dogs that belong to my daughter and her boyfriend, and 2 dogs that belong to my son and his wife. So next week, I'm going to be taking the opportunity to finish gift cards and stocking stuffers. Everything else is upstairs in my bedroom that I ordered from Amazon. And there's a couple of gifts arriving for my older children from NFL.com. They are football fans. My son is a Giants fan. My daughter's a Jets fan. I don't know why they would pick those New York teams. And I'm a Patriots fan, and so isn't my daughter's boyfriend. So I got him some Patriots stuff. But anyhow, so that was the first time. And I wanted to follow up with you guys. I feel so blessed. I feel like God so always takes care of us no matter what, even if we don't see it. And I know on the last video, I had shared about my husband and his job and whether or not he's going to have to cross-train, if he's not going to have the temp tech position, and what that all all entails. Well, I'm happy to report that the very next day, I prayed that day. I had a bunch of friends praying along with me. I know you guys have been praying for us. And the very next day, they were told that the jets are not phasing out anytime soon. It will be over about a 10-year period. But then they did extend his temporary tech position for another 6 months, and he actually got a big raise. A really big raise because he's been in the military now 18 months. And on their 18-month anniversary, they go up to, it's called WG 5, 6, 7, 10, whatever, and it's wage grade. And so he went from a wage grade 5 to wage grade 10, which is a huge amount more, which is amazing. It will be able to afford us the ability just to not have bills and to pay those off in a timely fashion. Since he got back from tech school last April, we have been struggling because the money changed dramatically from when he was active duty away at BMT and tech. And so we have really been kind of, trying to keep our money down to a minimum and just pay bills. And so now this will afford us the opportunity to be able to pay off debt, become debt free once again, and put money away for the event that this happens again. But that is a bit of good news. So he also, 2 full-time permanent positions have come up in his shop, and he is applying for those. And so hopefully he won't have to worry about being a temporary technician. He will be a permanent technician. And so that's a silver lining. So I am bouncing just from 164 to 165. My lowest ever has been 163, my lowest adult weight. So I'm thinking I'm going to get there within the next week or so, as long as I keep on track. So far today, normally I'm trying to get down to only 2 meals a day. So today, so far, I had a piece of cheese, 1 ounce of cheddar cheese. It's Tillamook, I believe you pronounce it. So it's 1 ounce individual wrapped cheese, cheddar. I had 1 of those. I had 4 strips of bacon, 2 eggs, and then I had a Quest double chocolate cookie. That is all that I'll have now, all the way until I have dinner, which is about 4 o'clock. And for dinner, I'm probably going to have some of my white bean chicken chili. I have that in 1 cup increments. I have it already set into little containers so I won't overeat. So I'll have that with probably a little bit of cheese on top. And that'll be my dinner. I may have a coffee with MCT oil, erythritol, possibly a little bit of half and half. And that's probably going to round out my day. That's what I'm going to end up eating today. And of course, have a lot of water, which is right here, always by my side, which I'll tell you a funny story. But this is my cup that I had, Tanya, Voodoo Queen, VDQ Creations. It says she believed she could, so she did. And of course, it's backwards. This is a 30 milliliter. What is it? 30 ounces. So sorry. 30 ounces insulated cup. And I also have a silver cup like this that's 32 ounces. So when I asked my husband to get me a cup this morning, he said, which one? Lo and behold, I filled them both up. I guess it's better than them both being empty. And I don't even remember filling it up because I said to him, who filled that up? He said, I didn't. So, yeah, so Christmas is in full swing in our home. Yeah, there's no way that I can flip this around, but I wish there was. Why isn't there like a flip button? I know you guys, a bunch of you guys flip it over. What is this? What does that do? Well, maybe it does nothing. I guess I can go this way. Well, I added the tissues in the cup there, but they don't normally belong there. And so I got this cute little thing of the whole family. I think you can see it, all the kids' names. But yeah. So we are in full Christmas spirit around here. We even have our little elf that's visiting. He's here. He was apparently during the night he made a friend, and he's been reading his Bible. So the kids were really excited to find him today. even my 11-year-old, even though my 12-year-old niece who is with us, she was never exposed to the magic of Christmas, and she definitely doesn't really get it, but I told her not to ruin it for the rest of them. But slowly but surely, I'm sure that she will get into the holiday spirit. So that's really all that I have for you guys. I definitely am looking forward to getting lower and lower in my weight. Oh, I wanted to share too. I did share at my support group meeting. I know I had mentioned in a previous video, but it was great. It was, I'm really looking forward to it. Next Tuesday is another meeting. I'm going to commit to going every week unless we have this humongous snowstorm, because I do travel from Massachusetts to Connecticut. It's about 40 minutes. Could be an hour with traffic, but it was really good. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of tips along the way, and so I just tried to share those. And so I'm hoping in the future that she asks me again to share, which I think would be fantastic. I would totally be up for it. I told her if she's ever in a pickle and she doesn't have somebody to share, just give me a call and I'll head over. But that's really all that I have now. I hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you soon.